come on, man. Thursday morning, y'all, 11 a.m. PMP. We're ready to do our thing and get you set up for the return of NFL football. It's been a long road. It's been a long off season. We had a lot of ups and downs on that roller coaster ride with the Giants. Golden State Warriors, same kind of thing. Like everything that's happened between last football season and this football season. Tony, we took a roller coaster ride with the Warriors. We're taking a roller coaster ride with the Giants. And now we get some NFL football tonight. Thursday night football, Dallas at Philly. We've been kind of talking about it casually all week. Today, got a great show for you today because one of our favorite people, Murph and Mac alum, Patrick Connor, Old Peaches, Old Pat joins us at 11:30 today. We'll talk some college football, his specialty. And, of course, we'll pick his brain on some pro football stuff, too. Tony, how you feeling today, man? Great night flight last night. Had a lot of fun. And here we are on a Thursday. Any preparations, any plans? Are your kids excited about football? Where's your head at today, kid?
Dude, I'm thrilled about football being back. I told you this is my favorite time of year when baseball and football collide. And if the Giants don't make the postseason, I'm all about the Detroit Tigers. I'm all about the Blue Jays. I'm all about the Milwaukee Brewers. Right, those three teams. I'd love to see the Brewers get their first ring ever. But I love football coming back. The Thursday, Friday, Sunday, that's going to be wild with college mixed in. Like this weekend's going to be off the charts, dude. And I just looked. Only because I like to see what Vegas is always thinking. Because, dude, Vegas has a bunch of like Greg Cosell's that study film and study teams and study everything and put the point spreads together. Dude, Philly was a 7.5 point favorite. That line has gone up an entire point. Now they're 8.5 point favorites, dude, for tonight's game. So I'm like, holy moly, dude.
I'm not saying this to be sarcastic. I'm being literal. Do you think that the line moved because of the Micah Parsons move?
Dude, no, it moved like after the Parsons trade. Like it moved like in the last few days. So it's
gone from 7.5 to 8.5.
Yeah, for
points, dude. That's the Dallas offense is not half bad. I might take those points and roll the dice with the Cowboys tonight. For real, that's a lot of points, man.
And that's a big point, that 1 point. And for lines to move this late in the game, a whole point, it's like interesting, man. And like, so yeah, I might be with you, Paulie, on that taking the Cowboys plus 8.5.
I tell you the truth. And now just for the record, I want everybody to know this, like, and I'm serious about this. I have a lot of problems in my life. I'm probably more dysfunctional than most people walking the streets. I'm a disaster. But one thing I can say I have going for me, like one of my things that is not a vice in my life is gambling. I don't gamble. I really don't. Like I'll do we're going to return to the hot and sour picks tomorrow. They're coming back. Listen, I've always thought like if I get some money in my hand, last thing I'm going to do is hand it over to some jackass because like Dallas lost a football game. I got to hold on to my billfold, dude. I got bills. You know what I'm saying? I got PG&E breathing down my neck. I got a lot of things going on. So I'm just saying I'm not a gambler, but if I were, I would definitely take those 8.5 points and roll with Dallas tonight. Because again, don't sleep on the Dallas offense. I don't know what they're bringing defensively. And let me throw one more nugget of consideration on the pile for you, Tony. And just tell me what you think about this. I always say this about week one in the NFL. It's so unpredictable. Anything can happen. Dude, do you remember a couple of years ago, Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl? Yeah. They open up at home against Detroit. My guy, Jared Goff, dude, straight out of Marin County, goes marching into Arrowhead and beats the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm saying it doesn't always go the way you think it's going to go on opening day. So all of that favors the Cowboys. And then you throw the 8.5 point spread. I don't know. I'm about to drop a how about them Cowboys on you because I think I would roll out. How about you?
No. Don't go that far, dude. That's too far with the how about them Cowboys. That saying makes me cringe, dude. It makes me want to wow. I don't want to get violent. It just doesn't sit.
No, get violent. I like when you get violent. Keep violent, Tony. Yeah, once you smashing stuff up, dude, throw something across the room. Get your inner Keith Moon on. Flip a table, dude. Get nuts. Drive a Rolls Royce into a swimming pool, you know?
In that America's Team show that we talked about a lot last night.
Did you go back for more?
No, not yet, but I will. But Jimmy Johnson saying, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
It's like,
it's tough. Tough pill to swallow, man. No questions. I know.
Cute emojis.
By the way, Tony, real quick, just if we could backtrack 1 second. Sorry to interrupt you. How about the way they just crumpled up Tom Landry and threw him in the trash can?
Yeah.
Like he was nothing. I sound like, dude, he took it in the hindquarters, man, when Jerry Jones stepped in. Kind of a tough way to treat a legend. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let's get back to the game.
No. I'm just saying that. Well, first of all, they put a statue out there. They're like, "Hey, we'll put a statue out there and move on." Okay, but I loved Landry as a kid just because of the way his demeanor. I loved his demeanor.
There is not a single coach in the NFL that looks like Tom Landry now with the suit and the hat. Dude, they're all, that's over.
Right, totally.
Yeah.
But Paulie, back to tonight's game, Eagles Cowboys. Like you said, man, opening night is always a kind of a head scratcher. And I mean, Philly's good. Don't get me wrong. And Philly's got a chip on their sholler because, dude, they're getting they're reigning champions and they're getting no love. I mean, yes, they're ranked atop every chart or every preseason ranking as the number one team, but nobody's talking about them. And they're kind of like, you know what? Fine. And I gotta be honest, if I was an Eagles fan, I would love that. That's just extra motivation. But I gotta say, I'm not gonna root for the Cowboys tonight, but I'm gonna do like I did with the Dodger bet that Brian Murphy just loathed that I made in the World Series.
Almost came to blows in the parking lot. I'll never forget. I was walking up that hill. I heard him screaming. I'm like, what is going on up there? I couldn't see the parking lot. It's an outdoor parking lot. And it was on this very steep hill, Vallejo Street. Shout out Vallejo Street. That's where Gabe Kapler used to run sprints shirtless. That's a true story. Yep. But anyway, I was walking up that hill after work one day, and I heard, "You can't be doing this, man. What's your effing problem?" I'm like, damn, Murph is going off on somebody. I get up the hill. I look over. It's Tony standing there, taking a verbal beating. But I'm sorry. Finish your anecdote, T. Yeah.
Just to let people know, I bet on the Dodgers to win the World Series, and Murph could not understand that. I said, Murph, if the Dodgers are going to win it, I want to at least make money off of it. That way I can at least say, hey, my bank account got larger because of the Dodgers. Okay, sure.
Let me just step in here gently. And I'm not taking sides on this, but I think look at you with the straw, by the way. Shout out Dr. Matt Young. We're going to talk about your straw tendencies a little bit later in the show when we do the Dr. Young tribute. But see, what happens is, and I kind of think I can understand where Murph is coming from, because that would be like me placing a bet on the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl and say, yeah, but you know what happens? You wind up rooting for them because you want your money.
No. I got to cut
you lose your money.
I'm rooting to say, hey, I think it was like a $50 bet. You know, I said, you know what? I would gladly lose $50 or pay $50 to watch the Dodgers lose the World Series. But if they happen to win, then I make money off of them winning, and I feel the same way.
You're getting banged up. I just want to the community is speaking loudly right now. Tony, no betting on the Dodgers. Even I know that. That's Patty. How about Gravy? Mark Graves checking in. That's dirty money, Tony. Dirty money. People aren't buying this. Here's Pine Needle. Tony, don't chip your tooth using a metal straw. Different topic. Okay. And then hold on though. Hold the phone. Hold the freaking phone. Here comes ace businessman Carlos De La Fuente. Los D. Straight up business decision, Tony. I concur. So listen, the money people are speaking and they're siding with Creative Tony. All of us passionate, heart first kind of guys are not really standing with Tony on this, but I think the businessmen are. So you've run over the suits, Tony.
So tonight, maybe I'll put a small wager on the Cowboys and be rooting for money. I'm not rooting for the Cowboys. I'm rooting for money. And so if the Cowboys happen to win, I'll be rooting for the Eagles. It could be like as my friend says, Mark Hardick, Buckethead Mark, he says, it's a donation to the arts. If the Cowboys win, I mean, if the Cowboys
donation to the arts, bull less than donate your bull. It's a donation to your alcohol intake. You probably go right down the street to that dive bar you showed me. Which, by the way, I do want to have a beer in that place. That little joint you showed me, it's all dim and dusty down to your house there on the main drag. Remember, you were like, "Yeah, I go in there sometimes." What's the name of that place again?
It's called the Orchid Room. And
the Orchid. Shout out Black Sabbath Orchid, by the way. But go ahead.
The Orchid Room, it closes at 2 a.m. and it opens at 6 a.m.
That's what I'm talking about. Let me get a couple beers before I go into work. Yeah.
You know what, Paulie? We should talk to the Orchid Room about sponsoring the show. I'm actually going
to. Dude, talk to the Orchid Room and float this idea by him. How about we do like an early morning, like a good morning broadcast from the Orchid Room live at 6 a.m. Just sitting there with a pitcher of beer on the tip. I would do it. I would do that.
By the way, Steve Bisecchio says, you win either way, Tony. That's the bet. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If the Dodgers lost the World Series, I'm stoked. If the Dodgers won the World Series and I won money, I'm stoked.
Which World Series was this? Who were they playing? Like, which year was this? Red Sox? Is it a Red Sox?
I forget. But if the Dodgers win today, I'm sorry, if the Cowboys win today, I'm stoked because I won money. If they lose, I'm stoked. So either way, it's a win for me. So Bisecchio seated, right, like mine, Stevie B, like mine, and stand by.
Here's a couple of analogies for you, and we got a low Steve super I want to get to in a second, but it would be like P-Conn, Patrick Connor, massive Auburn fan. He's Auburn Tigers to the freaking bone. Would he ever place a bet on Alabama to win? Probably not. I think. I don't think P-Conn gambles either. I don't think. But I would never. I could not bring myself to place money on the Kansas City Chiefs to win. I would never do that.
Here's the thing.
My hatred is so profound of the Kansas City Chiefs that I couldn't do it. Like spiritually, I would not. That's just me. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm too pure, Tony. I'm a Puritan. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: is you say that you would have to root for the Chiefs. That's the point. You wouldn't root for the Chiefs.
But then you're rooting to lose your money. You're
making a donation to a Chiefs loss is basically what you're doing. And if the Chiefs lose, then you made your donation and you're so stoked they lost. But if they happen to win,
hold on, that's an interesting idea. That's interesting.
Hold on.
Okay.
If they happen to win, then you actually make money off of that. So at least it takes the freaking sting off of the Chiefs winning to the point where you're putting money in your bank account. I could put money in my kid's 529 college fund if the Cowboys win tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's a win-win for me, and I'll always do it. Nobody will.
What about this? What if I start a new organization and ask? I want to know if anybody wants to join me in this fight as I fight for true justice in the NFL landscape. Tony, what if I start a movement and it's called Defund the Kansas City Chiefs? You see what I'm saying? Everybody's like, go defund the police. Forget about the police, dude. Defund the Kansas City Chiefs is what I'm saying. So if I take that money, I just donate it right to the cause. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's disarm the Kansas City Chiefs. Just before the show started today, I'm looking around ESPN.com as I usually do. I like to check out their headline stories, see if there's anything we should hit today. And dude, what's one of the leading stories on ESPN.com right now? Ready, Tony? Taylor Swift might play the Super Bowl half. That's a headline on ESPN.com. She might play the Super. This is why I hate the Chiefs so freaking much. I've had it. They haven't even had a snap yet. I saw Patrick Mahomes walking on the practice field this morning. I got pissed. I'm like, look at him. Look at him. He's got his glasses on, his hat sticking straight up. I'm like, I hate this SOB. I hate him. I freaking hate him. So anyway, I would never be able to do that. But you raised some interesting counterpoints. I will give you that, Tony.
Dude, Joe Schmo on the chat, tip of the cap, Joe. He says you're paying to see the Chiefs lose. You're paying to see the Cowboys lose. You're paying to see the Dodgers lose. And if they happen to win, then hey, pay me for them winning. You know what I'm saying? I want to get paid if I have to handle that team winning a Super Bowl or winning a World Series. I at least want to get paid.
I do like this. You have presented one interesting concept. I will. And by the way, for the record, did you win the bet?
Yeah, the Dodgers won the World Series, and so I got paid.
And what'd you do with the money? Did you go down to the Orchid? I hope so. That's the best way to celebrate. Let me get some of that dirty money out of my wallet and drink away my sorrows. You know what I mean?
For the record, when I bet, I'm not betting a lot of money. I don't have.
Come on now, you don't have to be modest. It's okay.
I honestly don't. I don't have the money to bet, and it's like
you do it for the action, or you're in it for the action. Is that what it is?
I like having a little added juice on games, Paulie. Yeah. And so it's hold on. Here's Low Steve with the super. He says, like Sonny said, ask Mickey Mantle if he cares about your pops paying the rent. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It's true. Nobody cares. Yeah. Shout out to Colugino or whatever that kid's name is. Colugino. Yeah.
Colodro, dude. Shout out Colodro. And dude, tip of the cap to Low Steve in a text thread the other day. He said the car scene when
Molotov cocktail.
What's that?
We talking about the Molotov cocktail?
No. When he's teaching Colodro about
the door test. Yeah. Yeah.
The door test. It's all about the door test. And then Dom Peralta is a super. Thank you, Liz D, for the super. We love you. Dom Peralta says Paulie Cicero isn't putting the Lucchese family money on the Dodgers. Now I got to turn my back.
Dom. So now, Dom, you feel me? And I saw a couple of other ones. I saw Beat LA, one of my favorite handles on the comments line. Yeah. Beat LA scrolled by a couple of minutes ago, and he goes, "Dude, never, ever, ever put money on the Dodgers when you're in the Bay Area." It's just, and I get it, dude. I get it. I really do. I get where everybody's coming from. Tony raises some interesting. I love Tony too much. I can't get too mad at him. I'm going to let him do your thing, but. I still say if you're going to bet and profit on the Kansas City Chiefs this year, I ask one thing, or the Dodgers, either one of them. My only question is I would ask that you treat me to an ice cold glass of beer at the Orchid.
I don't know if you're going to be against my methods. I don't know if you deserve to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
What do you mean your methods? What are you talking about?
If I'm winning money on the Chiefs, I don't want to.
You know what? Now I'm getting pissed. I don't even like that sentence coming out of your mouth. If I'm winning money on that. See, I hate them too much. I don't even want to.
Why can't you see a silver lining? Like, I don't understand why people can't see the silver lining of if the Chiefs are going to win, at least I got paid. Like, I don't understand why people can't see that.
I prefer I prefer your other approach where you say I'm paying for them to lose, because that I would do. If somebody said, "Hey, Paul and Matt, give me $100, I guarantee a Chiefs loss," I'd say, "Hold on, let me get my checkbook. Hold on," because I'm down for that. I'm down for paying for the Chiefs to lose. I'm in on the movement. And again, hashtag defund the Kansas City Chiefs. Spread it around, everybody. Spread it.
Hold on, David Shanklin, aka Shank, aka NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC, checking in. He says, I had $500 on the Chiefs in the last Super Bowl against the Niners when I saw Shanahan show up drunk at media day, and that money helped to take the sting out of the loss a little bit. So, dude, I see there's both sides of the coin here. I had no idea we were going to
doing scales. Is that what this is? Yeah. You doing some scales? All right. Okay. What is it? The scales of justice? Is that what's going on? I see. Okay. All I
know is I'm rooting for money. It's rooting for money. And by the way, Beat LA, she is a big Giants fan, obviously, and she is our first opponent in the PMP Fantasy Football League this week.
Oh, what's the name of her squad?
Beat LA.
It's Beat LA. Okay, cool. Hey,
so
yeah.
Well, no, I was going to say Beat LA. Good luck. We love Beat LA, and good luck, and we'll keep the tally going. She is picked to beat us this week. By the way, when they do the prognosticating of fantasy football, she's picked to win 56%. I think 56 to 44% right now.
She responds right now by saying, "I'm terrified." I think that's sarcasm coming in. I feel you, and that's fine. Hey, feel good about it. I'm not involved. I'm on the sidelines watching all that go by. Tony, Carlos De La Fuente Flex Funding. I want to tip my cap and pay respects to the man who keeps this show moving down the road, dude. Carlos, thank you so much for being a sponsor. We freaking love you. It was great to hang out with you. It was great to have a double dip of Los D last week. We got a Sausalito hit, and then the next day we all went to the Giant game. That was just a week ago. We had such a great time. Carlos De La Fuente, if you didn't get a chance to talk to him at the game that night, or you couldn't make the game that night, just allow me to speak on his behalf. He is a money man with a heart of gold. Like, if you've got like money issues in your life, you're running out of cash, maybe you're unemployed. I know some of you are looking for work right now. Talk to Carlos. Maybe he can have some of that money work in your benefit by moving it into a different fund or a different avenue. He's got the answers to all of your financial questions. He handles private money loans. HELOC loans are his specialty, as we've said. Home equity lines of credit. And again, Carlos is just a stand-up guy with a lot of expertise that he can share with you. And Tony has an announcement too on Carlos. I'll get to you in 2 seconds. But any questions, if you're on Spotify, Apple Music, you can't see the visual, reach out to Carlos at 925-250-4894 or email Carlos anytime, carlos@myflexnow.com. And before Tony takes over, I just want to say a big shout out to all of our friends watching on the Cron 4 Plus app. Hello, y'all. And that goes for everybody on X, Twitter, what have you. Instagram. We love all of you guys. Or if you're on the YouTube family, welcome aboard. Just great to say hello, and great to have you on board, rather. And we appreciate your company. Tony, what's a big announcement on Los D today? What do you got?
Yeah, doubling up, Paulie, because, dude, I got this from Los this morning, and it's basically a way for buyers and refinancers to save hundreds on your monthly payment. Which
Give me another doubling up. Give me another double shot. I like that. You know what's great, dude? I've heard the Close Encounters thing so many times now. I'm starting to pick up the subtleties. If you listen carefully, you can hear a guy like on a walkie-talkie, like making announcements. Give me it one more time. Listen for the walkie-talkie guy. You got him? He's in my right headphone. He's talking something about aliens. I don't know. All right. Anyway, Tony, I'm sorry. What was? And I like your double shot. What's the big news in De La Fuente land today?
Close encounters of the lending kind, Paulie.
Close encounters of the Carlos kind.
Right. Buyers and refinances can save hundreds on your monthly payments because get this, Lowe's sent this message to me today. He says he woke up and one of his lenders sent an email to him saying that they have a rate and term reduction in basis points incentives of 90 points, dude. That's a huge shift and huge savings for borrowers, both for refinances and buyers that are good. And this is good through September 16th. So timing is of the essence as they're trying to smash the competition. And they want to they want to pass the savings on to the borrowers. So get in touch with Carlos De La Fuente. If you want to save on your monthly payments, save hundreds on your monthly payments. That's huge. Talk about more money that you could spend on betting on the Chiefs.
Here we go. I freaking knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to work that. Yeah.
Right. Well, Carlos Carlos agrees with me that it's a business decision, and business decisions, you want to root for money. You're not rooting for the Cowboys.
Let's everybody listen to this kid. Go ahead.
You're not rooting for the Cowboys. You're not rooting for the Chiefs. You're rooting for money.
It's a business decision. Listen to you. Go ahead. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm enjoying this.
Hey, as Mike Damone says, I perform a service, and the service costs money.
I know. No. Yeah, totally, dude. I got you so close to the band last time you scared him. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Anyways, Paulie, just to reiterate, okay?
Please recap for us. Thank you. Yes.
Most said one of his primary lenders let him know that they have a rate and term reduction in basis points incentives of 90 points. It's a massive shift. So if you want to save hundreds on your monthly payments, give Los a call. Give him a call for a free loan analysis. He'll do a free loan analysis of your scenario. Give Los a call, 925-250-4894. 925-250-4894, or email Carlos at myflexnow.com. He will help you out. Okay. And he might give you some betting advice as well.
And thank you, Tony. Well said. And final thing on Los D, when you talk to Carlos, if you're looking for an icebreaker, just tell him, and I'm not kidding about this, I'm serious. When you talk to Carlos, just as an icebreaker to get comfortable, say, hey, Carlos, I heard you like the Peter Criss drum solo on Kiss Alive, and he'll take it from there. He'll run with that for a few minutes. I guarantee it. We've talked Peter Criss drum solo on Kiss Alive multiple times, Tony. Multiple.
Yes. And also you can tell him, hey, Los,
yes. Yes.
Hey, Los, I heard you love the door test in Bronx Tale. You could also break the ice with that, because then he'll go. And dude, he said it's one of his top 5 movies of all time. And I agree. The Bronx Tale is amazing. And I'm blanking on, Chaz Palminteri, dude.
He's phenomenal in that. He's great in that. Yeah. Sonny, C, whatever. Yeah. Sonny. Yeah.
And Calogero. Calogero looks like a young Robert De Niro in that movie. It's crazy how much he looks like a young Robert De Niro. And he's an incredible actor in that movie.
You know what happened to that kid in real life? Do you ever hear his story?
No.
Oh, dude, it's brutal. That's the kid who played Calogero. What's his name again? What is it?
Calogero.
The kid who played that character, he actually had a small role in The Sopranos too. Tony Soprano blew him away, shot him himself. But in real life, that kid, he was all screwed up, and this is a horrible story, but just this is real life. He and a buddy, I think they broke into a policeman's apartment and shot a cop. He went to jail. Kids in jail. I'm dead serious. There's a documentary about him and everything. Real fall from grace. I mean, he actually thought he was a gangster and started doing like real life gangster stuff, wound up shooting a cop right to jail. So anyway, yeah, keep that in mind when you watch the film. That's how he turned out. Yeah.
Rodro. Damn, dude. By the way, Paulie, I'm going to shift to a more positive vibe with the supers. Escobar checking in as a super. What's up, Escobar? Thank you for checking in. Sorry I missed last night. Had my final fantasy football draft. As usual, no players from teams I hate. No LA, no Seattle, no New York Giants, no Dallas, no Philly Eagles, or KC Chiefs. Attaboy.
Hold on to that for 1 second, Tony. Just leave that up, because I got to say, I love how extensive his list of teams that he hates is. Escobar, me and you are very similar, bro. I'm with you. I really am, dude. I might even add a couple more to that list, but that's a good start. And thank you, Escobar, as always. Yeah, you were missed, but great to see you today, man. Go ahead, T. I see a bunch of them. Yeah.
And by the way, Escobar, check out last night's show. We had a lot of fun. We went an hour 40 strong, and there's some great the bookmark segment, which I've always been a fan of. Paulie is like kind of like wishy-washy on it. I've always been a fan of bookmarks. We did a great
He's getting, I mean, I'm not even taking the bait on that. Don't even get me started. I still got bookmarks in there that are like 2 months old, and they're phenomenal. I'm telling you, I got incredible bookmarks waiting to see the light of day. The only problem is they some of them get dated, and then you got to blow them out of there. But Tony, Tony always loves going to bookmarks. I got to stop him. Tony, no, too many bookmarks. This kid. But go ahead, finish your thing. Low Steve. Yeah.
Low, don't bet against your team. Get a loan instead. How about Low Steve? How about get a loan, save hundreds monthly, and then bet on the any team you want to bet on. And if it's a team that you don't like but you want to make some extra cash in case they win, it's a win-win situation. And I know Los understands. So Los, thank you for the super, my man.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a loan from Los D, and I'm going to deposit it directly into my defund the Kansas City Chiefs movement, because I'm looking for volunteers. Who's with me on this, dude? Defund the freaking Kansas City Chiefs. Defund them. Strip them of their rights. Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe we should set this up as a season-long thing, that I pick the Cowboys as my NFC team and the Chiefs as my AFC team, and I bet on them all season long and see how we end up at the end of the season.
Oh, you'll be a ruined man by the end of the season. You'll be ruined spiritually. You'll be compromised. You'll be a shell of your former self. I do not recommend that, man. You're playing with fire now. This is like down in New Orleans, they have those voodoo stores. And you don't mess with that stuff. I don't mess with spells or weird forces. I'm very scared of that stuff. Tony, I think you're dabbling with the black arts now. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're dabbling in something that's a little too powerful for you to really understand. I don't recommend that move. I don't.
Let's just revisit this week to week. We could be onto something, Paulie. But bake that dough
right now. All right, smart guy. We're going to start right now. Who do you like? I'm going to give you the Philly Dallas plus 8.5. Forgive me, I'm not sure of the spread in the Chargers Chiefs game. Do you know what it is?
I think it's 3.5. I think Chiefs are 3.5. I can double check, but I think that Chiefs 3.5. Stand by, Paulie.
Sure.
And I know that the Cowboys are getting 8.5 points. 3.5. The Chiefs are favored by 3.5.
All right, give me your picks right now. We'll do this every week. I like where your head's at. Let's see how you going to roll for week one.
I'll take the Chiefs and the Cowboys. I'll take the Chiefs plus 8.5. And I'll take the Cowboys plus 8.5, and I'll take the Chiefs minus 3.5.
So you couldn't help yourself. You had to automatically go right to I'll take the Chiefs plus 8.5. He's all happy about it. Tony, let me ask you a question. For real. No joking around here. I'm dead serious. I'm talking to you friend to friend. Forget about the audience. Forget about the whole world. This is just me and you right now. How do you really feel? Because do you hate the Chiefs? Do you hate them?
Yes, I don't hate them as much as you do, because I respect Andy Reid. I love that Elijah Mitchell is finding a place. He's going to get some usage. I think Elijah Mitchell is actually going to have
I love Elijah Mitchell. I'm a fan, dude. I would Eli for you. If you remember the I Would Die For You song parody. I was always one of my favorites, to be honest with you.
I would Elijah for you.
You're just a sinner, I am told. Be your fire when you're cold. Make you happy when you're sad. Make you good when you are bad. I'm a human, I'm a dove. I'm your conscience, I am love. All I really need is to know that you believe. Well, I want Elijah for you. Yeah. Darling, if you want me to. You. Anyway, that's my Prince moment of the show. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah.
Elijah Mitchell, the running back room in Kansas City is a mess, dude. They have Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, and then they have Elijah Mitchell. So
what is the status of Pacheco, by the way? Why are they bringing in all these? Is he hurt right now, Pacheco?
No, he's the starter, but he's
a stud. Pacheco's a badass. I like that kid. Out of Rutgers, no less.
When he's healthy, he's So anyways, I'm rooting for Elijah Mitchell to have a really good year, and I don't hate the Chiefs as much as you do. I can't stand Mahomes just like you, and I can't stand Kelsey's. I've got Kelsey fatigue. Like, no, I thought.
Oh my god, I can't stand the sight of him. I can't stand this. I used to think he was like a funny guy when he hosted SNL a few years ago. He made me laugh. Now I cannot stand this. I don't even like looking at him. I don't like having to see him.
Well, I thought the Brady, it couldn't get worse than Tom Brady fatigue, but now my Kelsey fatigue, and it's the brothers. It's both of them. It's the Kelsey fatigue.
It's both of them. I'll throw the parents in the mix too. Throw mom and dad on the pot. All of them. I've had it with the whole family. Yeah.
By the way, I love that Kelsey's dad was like, "Oh yeah, dude, this engagement announcement, they got engaged like 3 weeks ago. So I don't know why they're announcing it right now. We all know why they announced it right now. So anyways,
it's football season. It's Taylor Swift season, Tony, if you didn't know. Yeah.
Before we get to Patrick Connor, we're going to ask Patrick Connor about how he would bet, what his bet would be. Okay, about this Auburn, you're talking Auburn, Alabama bet. We're going to ask him. But Paulie, I want to continue with the supers real quick because we've got to go to Bake That Dough. Bake That Dough. Thank you so much. And by the way, Bake That Dough, the home of the Samoa cookie and the chocolate chip cookies that Bake That Dough he brought to Longbridge Pizza last week. He says, hit up Los for money for more Dodgers and Chiefs bets. That's amazing, dude.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Go ahead. Thank you. Bake That Dough. Thank you. Thank you.
We got Marcel. He's a super. What's up, Marcel? Great profile pic, man. Look at the San Jose Giants hat. That's great. He says, I can honestly say my wife is my wife because she passed the door test.
Yeah. Look at how happy they are. See the evidence, see the end result of the door test. Look at the happiness and the joy. I envy it, man. I envy it, Marcel. Good for you, brother. And thank you, man. Yeah.
I bet you P-Conn knows about the door test, but hang on, we got another thing. Yeah, and Marcel, thank you for the super. Escobar, one more time is a super. He says A Bronx Tale was based on Chaz's life experience. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's killer. That makes it even better. I need to have a rewatch. I was telling Los D that I can't wait to show my daughter the door test. Actually, show both my kids the door test scene when they get old enough to watch A Bronx Tale. They're not there yet, but
I wouldn't recommend that for a few more years. That'll ruin your kids. Yeah, don't let the kids be pure, Tony. You know,
totally.
You don't need the Molotov cocktail going off in the car and everybody getting burned alive. You know what I mean? I don't think they're ready for that yet. Dude. Or at the end, dude, it's such terrible ending. Like the kid walks into that party and he sees Sonny on the other side. Hey, Sonny. He goes, everybody was smiling except one face that was not smiling. And then the guy walks up and just pops him right in the head. I don't think your kids should be subjected to that. Not yet. Not yet.
Paulie, we have Patrick Connor sitting in the green room. He's enjoying all of the treats we left out for him.
He'll join in, dude. He's a Bronx Tale aficionado. I used to talk Bronx Tale with Pat all the time.
My question is to you: should we give Dr. Young some love now, or should we give Dr. Young love after Patrick Connor? Your choice. You tell me where to go.
Let's do like 15, 20 minutes with Pat, and then we'll wrap that up, and then we'll do Dr. Young on the other side.
Cool, yeah. Sounds great, buddy. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the one, the only P-Conn, Patrick Connor.
Yo, boys! Yes, dude.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I'm a Bronx Tale guy for life. Big time. Couple of thoughts right out the chute. How about the dude with the face, the bad luck guy, Crumb Face or whatever his name was?
Coffee cake. Coffee cake. Yeah, okay. Yeah. How about when you put him in the closet, Pat? Put that guy in the closet. I don't want that kid to have to see his face. Yeah.
The best. And then second, you guys remember my boy Benuts, who used to hang out with me all the time, just playing guitar, just a total, just a guy, just a paisan. He was dating this beautiful woman. They're at a restaurant in San Francisco, and here comes Chaz Palminteri swooping in on his girl while Tony's in the bathroom, and Chaz is just laying it down, dropping Bronx Tale Cologino stories. Tony comes out of the bathroom, Benuts, and he's like, yo, what's going on? And the guy goes, don't worry about it. I'm done here.
Don't worry about it. Hey, kid, don't worry about it. I got it. By the way, Pat, can I? That's a great story. Let me counter with one of my own. A very similar story. There's a true story. And I think I probably told you this, Pat, back in the day at some point. And by the way, great to see you, Patrick. I love you, buddy. So years ago, when I first moved back to California, we literally drove from this is my first wife. Rags, you'll love this story. So we drive across the country and we decide, you know what? Let's go south. Let's go through LA and then we'll drive up the coast. So Patrick, I get to Los Angeles. This is like 1996. And I say, yeah, dude, the one place I got to hit in LA is the very famous Rainbow Bar and Grill. That's where like Led Zeppelin hung out and The Who and Guns N' Roses. And they used to say that Lemmy from Motorhead was a staple at this place because he lived right up the street. So he used to drink there. I'll never forget this. I walk into the Rainbow with my first wife. And she's not a metal fan. She doesn't know anything about metal. But I see Lemmy is sitting at the bar. And I also remember it was a Monday night because they had a Broncos-Raiders Monday night football game on. And the place was really empty. There was like really nobody hanging out there. So we get a booth. We're sitting there. We're watching the game. I see Lemmy at the bar. I'm like, wow, that's Lemmy from Motorhead. Holy cow. So then I go to the bathroom. Dude, come out of the bathroom, Lemmy sitting right next to my first wife, sitting right next to her. I come out of the same kind of thing. And I walked over kind of laughing. I'm like, what's up, Lemmy? How you doing, man? And I just my first wife had no idea who this guy was. And I go, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Lemmy? And he goes, oh, you guys are like together. Okay, yeah, have a good evening. He was a gentleman. But he swooped right in, just like Chaz, dude. They swoop right in when you turn your back, Pat.
Nothing you can do. The greasy hair of a Lemmy gets him every time, man. You got to be really careful on that.
Yeah, and don't leave out the warts either, Pat. Throw in a couple of warts. You know what I mean? Yeah.
P-Conn, I got to first of all, out of the gates, I got to compliment you, dude, on your headset microphone setup, dude.
Very Sammy Hagar. It's very impressive. Yeah.
I mean,
you look fantastic, dude. Like, so thank you for getting fully into the role, dude. And then
this is, hey Tony, this is how I make my pay the bills right here, buddy. Slinging car shipments, dude, off the headset mic. So I'm ready. I'm stoked to talk to you guys, and I got shit already. I got to talk to you about, but fire away, and then I'm coming at you about Matt Chapman and his Tourette's, my favorite story of the year.
Okay. Dude, I love it. P-Conn.
That's why we love that, dude. I didn't know we were getting. I'm coming at you with Chapman and Tourette's. I can't wait. I cannot wait. All right, so let's get into Tony. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I see you got something. Go ahead.
No, I'm going right into it, Paulie, because P-Conn, the first 15 minutes of the show, we talked about how I will bet on teams that I don't like. Like the Dodgers or the Chiefs. Like tonight, the Cowboys are getting 8.5 points against the Eagles, and that spread rose a point in the last couple of days. I'm like, wow, it's a massive shift. So Paulie's created this scenario. Would Patrick Connor, the big Auburn fan, bet on Alabama?
I say no. I say the answer is no. But let's see what. Yeah.
Don't influence the decision with your thoughts. I'm just saying. I'm presenting.
Bro, it's not even a question, dude. I mean, you got your fandom and then you got your business, and they're two separate entities, dude. I'll bet. I wouldn't even hesitate to. I don't impact the game whether it's a no hitter. I'll say no hitter during a no hitter. Chicken and enchiladas don't mean shit to me, and I'll bet against Auburn if I think I'll win. Okay.
I will say this, Pat. Someday, years from now, decades from now, when Pat passes away, I want to go to his tombstone, and I hope it actually says that. I'll say no hitter during a no hitter, right on the gravestone, dude, in quotes. Patrick,
look, I don't influence anything. I don't have any influence in my own house, let alone a stadium 3,000 miles away. Capiche?
Dude.
See, you know what it is, Pat? You guys are way more business savvy than me. I've never been a businessman. I don't understand it. I'm not like, I'm a weirdo. And I'm like heart and soul first, Pat. I could never do it. I could never bet on the Dodgers. Since we've like parted ways from KNBR, I don't think you know how much I hate the Kansas City Chiefs. I hate their guts. I hate Mahomes' guts. I hate Kelsey. I hate Taylor Swift. I hate them all. Can't stand them. So I could never bring myself to put money on them because it would corrupt me.
What about Fat Andy? Tell me, you can't hate Fat Andy.
I don't hate Fat Andy, but I will tell you this. I'm burnt on him. I OD'd on him. Every time I turn, he's a Skechers commercial. He's eating hot wings. It's like, dude, I can't. It's too much. It's too much.
And he's getting thinner. I want him to stay plump. Okay.
Me too. You need fat guys in the world. Shout out Fat Albert. Made no bones about it. Right there in the title. Call me Fat Albert. Yeah.
Hey, Patrick, I want to thank you for backing me in that you're not rooting for Alabama. You're just rooting for money.
I just want to win. But I do remember one epic showdown that I missed in the flesh, but I got full commentary, and I could see it in our old friend Murph's face when he would recap the story of Tony and Murph in a parking lot screaming at each other over a Giants-Dodgers bet. And I was just sitting there. I know how Brian Murphy rolls. He's got to be Brian. But, dude, what do we do? Are we betting, or are we chucking our fandom on the table? I mean, you got to make a decision.
Patrick, dude, Murph lost his mind on me.
Yeah, I thought it was going to come to blows. He was thinking about throwing hands. He got that serious.
And the color of Murph's face was the color of this shirt right here. I mean,
he'll go bright. He'll go sheet red. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
No, I've seen his passion. It's legit. And Tony, don't back down, dude. You got to be you too, pal.
Exactly, dude. Hey, Murph. I mean, Paulie, before you take it away. P-Conn, real quick, did you happen any of the Cal Oregon State game last weekend? Did you watch any of it?
No, I didn't. I know that quarterback is sick, man. And that's super exciting. I always want Cal to do well. I love Wilcox. I love the scene up there in Berkeley. It's such a great vibe for the best scenery. Maybe Washington and Seattle have similar views, but it's just such a killer place. But I missed it. I saw the highlights. The kid looks great. He was a former Oregon quarterback recruit, and then he bounced back and forth. The whole NIL stuff just gives me the worst hemorrhoids. I fucking hate it, man. But I got a problem with Cal. I got to back off a little bit. Their Black Bear section in the stadium, you guys know what I'm talking about? They're trying to attract Raider fans to Cal Bear football, so they have a Black Bear section to kind of assimilate the black hole in Oakland, dude. It's as corny as you get. Come on, Cal. Just you want to talk about being you, be you? You don't. You're not a Raider. It's not Raider Nation.
No, you know what they should do?
Bear section.
No. I'm with you 1,000,000% on that. That's way too forced. It's way too contrived, and it's already been done. That's a black holes for the Raiders. There's no Black Bears. Pat, you know what they should have if they want to keep it authentic, or if they want to keep it 100, as the kids say, they ought to have like a calculus section. You know what I mean? Have a physics thing. Here's where all the calculus students sit. They can bring their calculators, do equations during the game.
Come on out and do the underwear like Anthony Michael Hall. You know what I mean?
By the way, only because we can riff like this, Pat, and I don't normally get a chance to. If you're going to talk underwear scene in 16 Candles, I just want to point this out. When he comes out and holds up the underwear, there's a kid in the bathroom with a Judas Priest shirt on. I'm just throwing that out there. You got to keep an eye out for that kid, screaming for vengeance. He's not afraid to rock it. Okay,
that's what you needed, Cal. Go ahead, fire away, Polymac.
I want to ask Patrick about this, a serious question, because I know Pat. Like, I was a later arriving fan to the college football scene, because when I lived back east, it was just all pro. There really wasn't an appetite in Boston or New York for college ball. I mean, there is, but not like it is here with Stanford and Cal, and you got all these teams. So, Patrick, you kind of showed the way for me, and I got into college ball. Now I'm into it. I like watching the games. I have to ask you about this, like, reinvention or reintroducing of the SEC, your beloved SEC, and what they've done. It's almost like in Marlon Brando in Godfather 1, when Sonny's dead on the table all shot up. He looks down and he goes, "Look how they massacred my boy." Like, I feel like you must have some thoughts, and I don't think they're going to be positive, but I'm curious. How do you feel about this new SEC they've rolled out?
Just the expanded SEC?
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks. And what I love about college football more than any other sport is just the regional rivalries that are natural and they're just so intense. And all of college football has just gotten so bloated and stretch marks all over the scene. It's horrible. I mean, you got teams on the West Coast playing in the ACC and all the best West Coast squads in the Big Ten. And it's the Power Four now and NIL. And I still love college football. Don't get me wrong. The pageantry and the zaniness and the duck head flying off Saturday at Eugene and Belichick and his girlfriend, you would never get that in professional sports. The frat boys acting like fools and just the scene is amazing. But college football, and I would do this too. They've just bent over and taken the paycheck up the A. That's what they've done. It sucks, man. And I still love it. Don't get me wrong. I'll be there every Saturday and Thursdays and Mac on Tuesday and all that BS. But it's just become expanded to the point where they've sold out to the television and they've sold out to streaming apps. And it's just, dude, it's a 1:00 kick on Saturday. No more BS with Pac-12 at after dark or any of that shit. I want 1:00 kicks. I want sloppy student sections. I want bad behavior. I want boosters paying Johnny dangerously in the alleys. I don't want any of this shit they got going on now. Again, I'm still an addict, but I'm frustrated. And Texas and Oklahoma and Missouri and South Carolina, they have no part of the SEC. And Cal has no part of the ACC, and Stanford hosting North Carolina. It's all too weird for me.
No, I feel you, Pat. Tony, let me get one more in, and then you jump in. But I did, since you mentioned it, Patrick, I got to see. I really want to follow through on your mention of Bill Belichick, dude. I literally cannot believe my own eyes, Pat. I cannot believe what I'm looking at. This guy, to me, was one of the greatest football minds of all time. He would find a dude. Look what it's come to. Look what it's come to, Patrick. What is going on with Bill Belichick? Does he survive the season? Does he come back for a year or two? Honestly, give me all your thoughts on this, because I don't know how to process this. I don't know how to process any of this.
I have a feeling he's going to end up on a murder show on Netflix. He's going to be the subject, whether he's the killer or the killed. I'm not sure.
Nice.
But this has gotten so weird. I love it. I personally love it. It's a total sham. It's a shame that his legacy is being sullied, but I'm loving it for entertainment value. It's crazy. This guy is so, I mean, the guy just lives football, and now he's doing poses with the Air Jordan silhouette, dude. It's too good to be true.
Pat, she's on the sidelines, dude, during games. She's parading around like Belichick never would have allowed anything like this in New England.
Well, he kind of did. He kind of did. Remember Alex Guerrero, Tom Brady's kind of guru?
Yep.
That guy was all up in the locker room with his avocado ice cream. But this is Tom Brady. You don't back down from Tom Brady. So I don't know what he's more of a prisoner to. Tom Brady's good looks or Jordan's V. I'm not sure what's got him spun out.
Patrick's throwing V's on the table. Hold on, Tony. We got a super for Patrick here, so let's get Patty up for him. Yeah.
There you
Patty.
go.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, Patty from Napa, dude. She's one of our favorites. P-Conn, you know Patty from Napa. She says, love having P-Conn on. More, please. Patrick, we would love to have you on as much as possible, especially talking college. Nobody can talk college ball like you can. Shout out to the Saloon, dude.
Yeah.
Remember
Dude, a lot of fun.
Oh, the Saloon was a great show, Patrick.
You know, Tone, the Bay Area is not going to be like Norman, Oklahoma, or Ann Arbor, or Clemson, South Carolina, just because there's so many different things going on and so many people come from all over the world to live here. You know what I mean? Not that many people come from all over the world to live in Portage, Michigan, I would think. But, you know, it's still great. And a Saturday down on the farm is awesome. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking Pac-12 form or ACC football now just because it's frustrating. And I like it. I don't expect other people to care, but Stanford getting off to that bummer start against Hawaii, horrible scheduling. I know that's done years in advance, but to go on the road, their first game with Andrew Luck as the GM, huge mistake, and to lose on the islands like that, horrible. I want to see them get it turned around. But yeah, dude, I love college football. It's so much fun. I don't spend as much time on it, guys, like I used to, because, you know, when this is your profession, you're dialed in all day long, and I listen to podcasts all day long about sports and college football and read all the magazines and all the websites. And I still do a lot of that, but now I spend more of my time, oddly enough, if I'm listening to a podcast, I do listen to you guys a lot because it's just, you know, it's like hanging out with buddies. And
nice,
I listen to a lot of oddly military stuff, like all these former Navy SEALs that tell their stories now. And shit.
Hey,
it's awesome, dude. And a lot of conspiracy stuff. That's what I'm into now for the most part.
On that note, we got more supers for Patrick, and some of them are military related. So let's give Patrick some love here, Tony. Throw him up there so we can see the fans. Yeah, Noemi, look at that, Tony. More love for P-Conn. This is one of our great supporters. Yeah, Noemi.
Noemi. Yeah. Well, dude, I literally listen to you guys all the time because it's a treat. It's just like listening to your buddies, and that's what you are, but it just comes across that way. So really proud of your success and just hanging in there, and everything changes. You're seeing it all. I don't mean to get into global things, but you're seeing the tech world in the Bay Area change so much, and radio change so much. Radio is hard to kind of hang with now because it's so formatted, and because you know, you listen to people dance around saying what they want to say. Ooh, you know, let's talk let's pretend we're talking about something, but let's all behind the scenes it and can't say that. And it's like, man, that ain't fun. You know?
Well, no, Patrick, I'll tell you one thing. You tune into traditional terrestrial radio, I guarantee you they're not talking about V's. You know what I mean? They're not throwing V's on the table like old Peaches can on the Polymath Horticulture. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
A couple things. First of all, P-Conn, I have to say that the avocado ice cream is a real thing.
Here we go. Go ahead. Get him, Pat. Go ahead. Get him.
Yeah. No, I want to tell him, Patrick, you know, my whole Brady connection. Well, one year for New Year's Eve, we went down to his house in LA. He was not there, but he told his personal chef to leave us food in the fridge. And dude, in the fridge was avocado ice cream, dude. And I got to say, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Bro, I love avocado, and this is the least surprising revelation of all time that Tony Ryan loves avocado ice cream, man. That is tremendous. I am the biggest Tom Brady fan you'll ever meet outside of, I don't know, friends and family, because the guy's intensity, he's an alien. He's just everything. Dude, the Tom Brady show that hit Facebook years ago was my favorite thing, with one exception: the kissing of his son. was a hard
Yeah.
for me.
We talked about that at great length on the Murph and Mac show. We went way deep into the psychology of kissing your kid on the mouth. By the way, another super for Old Peaches, Tony. Keep them coming. Get that other one up there. I can't. Oh, it's from Marcel. There you go.
Hey,
Another
Marcel.
Semper Fi. Yeah.
Yeah, Marcel, thank you for the super. He says Semper Fi, P-Conn. And thank you for the super, Marcel. And keep them coming, everybody. It's great to have P-Conn on the show. P-Conn, I just read, and this is a rumor. It's not proven, but it's that Bill Belichick has banned Patriots scouts from UNC practices. And I don't know.
First of all, I don't think any scout wants to go watch a Belichick game right now. It's a mess. There's no
they'll get it turned around. They'll get it turned around unless he gets whacked first. Right. He ends up in prison. But I didn't expect him to play all that great to begin with. He doesn't seem like he's totally dialed in. Right. And I know you guys aren't patrons of the 20-sided dice like I am, but the Lord of the Rings Dungeons and Dragons scene, that's my thing. Yeah. And in Lord of the Rings, the King of Rohan, shout out to the writers of Rohan. Sure. The king, he had this little guy he was a soldier of Sauron, and he would whisper in the king's ear, and he would send him lies, and he turned the King of Rohan into this old, decrepit man that was not capable of making his own decisions. That's what I believe Jordan has done to Belichick. Right. Belichick looks like a shell of himself. He's not behaving like the Belichick of old. No. So it's like he's under this magic or this evil spell that she's cast upon him. And it makes me also think that Brady might have been propping up Belichick more than we ever thought. I know that Seth Wickersham did that famous column in 2017 where they dispute. The whole point was who is the real tentpole of the Patriots dynasty. Yeah. And more and more every day, it looks like their true genius and the true propeller was Brady, dude, and I got no problem with that. None whatsoever. You know what, Pat? No, you raised really good points, and I kind of back you on that because I think Tom Brady kind of proved it to the entire world. He said, fine, you guys, I've worn out my welcome. I'll go win a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. And you see what happened to the New England Patriots in the aftermath of Tom Brady's absence. Really not a whole lot. I mean, Belichick got canned. They've never been back to the postseason. So great call, Patrick. Hey, a couple more things for Pat, and then I'll let you get back to your real job. I do want to ask you about the hype around Arch Manning. So much freaking hype. The kid hadn't even taken a snap. We saw he's not ready for the big stage. But do you think he will eventually grow into the hype or live up to it? Who does live up into the hype that he's under? It's not fair to Arch Manning. It's not his fault. I mean, he was born into the court, the family. But the hype machine was so disgusting. Last Saturday morning, I get up and I'm going back and forth between game day and the big noon kickoff on Fox. And it was so over the top. I wanted to effing puke all over the place, like the fly. You know what I mean?
I do. Maybe then eat it back. I think Goldblum was eating it. Didn't he throw up and then start eating it? I'm not sure. I think he did. Yeah.
That's a big fly maneuver, by the way. Yeah,
or
dogs. I've seen dogs do that too.
Whatever your body rejects, you go ahead and eat it when you're done. Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to do. It's disgusting. I love Paul Feinbaum because he's so outrageous, but I like more when he's just totally disparaging his own fans. That's the best. Hey, he's like, you know that restaurant, Last Dick's Resort? That's its Last Paul's Resort on his radio show. Just insulting the people that listen to his show. It's great, but he's just going on and on. And by the way, I got no more time for College Game Day, a show that I've watched for 30 years. Yeah, it's become it's disgusting with Kirk Herbstreit bringing his dog on set. And like everybody else, I love dogs, but it's like, shut up with your dog.
There's a limit. There's a limit.
I don't need to see people's baby pictures all day long. I don't need to see your dog prancing around and shitting on a set. And then you talking about your dog all day. And then the Corso love. I know the guy's retiring. I'm not trying to shit on his legacy, but enough with Corso. So I'm over on the Big 12 or on the Big Noon Kickoff now with my guy Dave Portnoy. So that's more entertaining to me. But the hype around Arch was over the top. There's a couple of universities and professional sports teams that have the machines behind them, whether it's the Cowboys and the Yankees and the Lakers and LeBron. The same thing applies to college football. Texas, who's been fairly mediocre for going on 40 years. I know they won the title with Vince Young over Reggie Bush and the Trojans, 20 years ago. But, dude, stop with Texas and stop with Arch Manning. And you're just setting this guy up for failure. And then they do that, I think, for one of two reactions. One, see, I was right. The guy's the next king. or so they have more content to rip him. This guy's the best, and then on Monday morning, he sucks. He sucks. His whole family sucks. Eli's a retard. It's just the whole thing, you know?
Yeah. Pat, I'm freaking loving everything coming out of your mouth. Oh, look at Joey C. Oh, look at that. Look at the love for P-Conn.
Hey, Joey, what's up, Bubba? Yeah, man.
Look at what's great about Joey C. P-Conn. He loves pizza as much as we do. You can see he's got the pie right in front of him right there. And Joey C., I appreciate the generosity, and I'm loving having Patrick on too. We'll definitely do this again. It's, according to P-Conn's availability, we'll continue to have him on throughout the season. And last thing, P-Conn, and I'll let you get back to work, is your beloved Auburn Tigers, man. Let's just take the temperature. Give me the P-Conn scouting report. What are your expectations this year? Are they back in the mix, or maybe not yet?
Nah, they're ways away. They suffer from having they think they're bigger than they really are, or their boosters do. So, in the old days, I think it was easier to kind of facilitate that. They'll be all right. Alabama's kind of sliding down, so as long as we get them and compete against Georgia in October, I'm cool. I'm not a huge fan of the coach they got now. He's a scumbag, but not like in a fun scumbag way. Tommy Tuberville was like a fun scumbag. Yeah. I liked him. Yeah, this is only for hardcore heads, so this may not apply, but you can think of it. You can relate. Tommy Tuberville, when he came to Auburn, he was like, "This is my new home. I will never leave here." 3 weeks earlier, he had gotten a new contract from Ole Miss. He said the same thing 3 weeks prior. You can bury me in my Ole Miss coffin. 3 weeks later, you can bury me in my Auburn coffin. That's kind of scumbaggery I like. Terry Bowden was a great scumbag on Fen, chewing his cheeks, hitting on girls. It was awesome. This guy kind of plays the preacher role. And So will I be watching all year? Sure. But I don't expect a whole lot. Just going to have fun. And what's great about being an Auburn fan is we don't have the expectations that Alabama fans have, Michigan fans and Ohio State fans, where if they don't win the national championship, they're totally bummed and throwing things against TV and going viral. For me, I just want to compete, have fun, yell at War Eagle, have a beer, and call it a day. That's it. That's enough for me.
P-Conn, dude, you are on fire. I don't want this to end. So I want to ask you an NFL question really quick. And I know you're hip to some of the rookies, especially I want to ask you, I could go down the negative road and not talk rookies and ask you about my fears of Jake Moody this season, but I won't. I want to ask you about your thoughts about Micah Williams and on the Niners and coming from Georgia, the football powerhouse of Georgia Bulldogs. Your thoughts? I mean, he missed a lot of the camp, a lot of preseason because of an injury. He's going to play on Sunday, but I'm just curious to see how you feel about him going into week 1 and going into his rookie season.
Dude, I'll tell you, man. He looks like a stud. He looks like a beast. He's got the wingspan. He's a model, dude. He's a football model at any rate.
Right.
But at Georgia, I just don't remember him really shining. So for me, that doesn't mean I watched every snap, but when I watch your first round pick, you want to remember them super memorable. And I watch Georgia every year, the Deep South's oldest rivalry, and they're just fun to watch. So for me, and I know he's super young, he's got time to grow and all that, but I hope he does well. And what my opinion means less than shit, but I just don't remember him popping off the screen all that much.
Fair point. And this is just kind of it brings back a lot of memories, Tony, of Patrick's, draft bios that he used to do. They were like works of art. Every player had this incredible piece that he would build from scratch. He did it all himself. It was a great period at KBR when P-Conn was doing the saloon and the draft bios. But Pat, dude, thank you so much for giving us time today. Thanks for bringing
No. Not so fast, my friend. As the horse would say, real fast. I'll keep this tight.
Yeah.
I'm not a Chapman guy until I found out he had Tourette's. Okay. So, the guy's kind of like he's a prima, not a Louis prima. He's a prima donna, in my opinion. Right. But to find out the dude has Tourette's, I may have to go out and get a jersey.
No,
I want to see the guy ticking. I want to see the guy cussing. I want to see the guy I want to see him be Tanner from Bad News Bears. I want to see him drop bad words. I want to see him insult people, but with no intention of doing that. I want to see it all. And if he can do that, this team has a future.
I love that. The unintentional profanity-laden insult. Sorry about that. Not me. It's just my Tourette's. And by the way, P-Conn, shout out to the Nirvana song on the In Utero album. Tony, it's just called Tourette's.
Yeah,
That's the name of the track. And you can't understand a word. It's Kurt Cobain screaming at the top of his lungs. The name of the track is Tourette's. P-Conn, put that one on loop. And
dude.
Thanks, P-Conn. We love you, buddy. We'll definitely do this again.
One more super, P-Conn, one more super from Don Peralta. He says, we need a P-Conn weekly. He says, we will fund you all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Sioux City, keep rocking, P-Conn. That's from Don Peralta. Thank you, Don.
Slap me a slice of that pizza you guys have all the time, man. And Neil and them boys, South City boys. So I'm in, and anytime you guys want to rap, I'm in. Love you guys. Thanks for having me on, man. To talk.
We'll be talking to you soon, Peaches. Be well, brother. Say hi to the family. God love you, man.
Thanks, P-Conn.
There you go. That's all Peaches. That was freaking awesome, dude. Can you give me a round of applause for Pat? Whatever you got, Tony. Whatever you got.
The applause is.
Yeah, it's kind of corny. Yeah, it's corny. That's no good. Patrick, old Peaches wouldn't even endorse that clap track, but we'll get something better in time. But anyway, that was awesome, dude. It was great talking to P-Conn. And it brings back a lot of memories. You see the love, man. Patrick Connor is a beloved figure in the Bay Area sports landscape. And if we can give him a microphone and get him on once in a while, I'm beyond happy to do that, man. Because he has a lot of football knowledge, dude. He's a great football mind.
So Patrick and I worked a lot together on that Shower Hour show, and also because a lot of behind the scenes stuff with him, and on those draft bios, and on the Sports Saloon. And dude, what that guy brings every single freaking day, he's like the Fred Warner of radio. He brings passion every day, passion and energy every day. I mean, the guy, I remember he and I worked together in the mornings, and it was a freaking blast, man. So anytime we can have P-Conn on, but I also like talking pop culture with P-Conn too, because his movie knowledge is
second to none. And he can easily run right alongside us with our riffs. Like we just did it, the panties and the Judas Priest shirt in 16 Candles. Not many people are going to be able to hang with that. P-Conn, he doesn't miss a beat. Doesn't miss any of it. Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for the supers during the show, and also during the P-Conn interview. Talk about a way to make him feel appreciated and welcome to the PMP Familia. So thank you all, especially Joey C, with your generosity, just incredible. So thank you all for the supers. Paulie, just so you know, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 edits I got to make from P-Conn during that session. I can't wait to drop in beeps. I'm dropping beeps all over the place. And you know what it's doing, Paulie? It's making me realize that let's just be us. And Cron Chris over there at Chronic 4 Plus, the Cron 4 app, by the way, the Cron 4 Plus app is what I'm referencing. He did say, as long as you beep it, we're good. So, it doesn't need to be like, all the time, but let's just be us. And we always have the power of editing, Paulie, just so you know.
Okay. As long as you mark them down and edit them. I mean, don't miss any of them, though. Don't miss them. Make sure you get those beeps in there. And,
11:53.
Nice.
My other note too, the musical ass. We got to give the musical ass today too.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's give some love to Dr. Matt Young. Why don't we start right there with a little bit of business, handle our business. And I want to, again, Tony's been like the rising star this week, and I'm happy to support that because you've had interactions with Dr. Young on a pretty regular basis, hence the straw. I'm gonna let you speak. By the way, can you get the lips up, Tony? I want to be in the mouth when I talk about Dr. Young. Dr. Matt Young, listen, let's start with the basics, the broad strokes. Great guy, been my dentist for over a decade, not an exaggeration. I think he said 14 years. He goes, yeah, I've been treating Paulie for 14 years. And
the GNR song 14 years. Sorry to cut you off, Paulie, but it's been 14 years of silence. 14 years of pain. I freaking love that tune. Sorry.
I don't have a problem with 14 years. I'll back it. The problem with those Use Your Illusion records are they could have trimmed off the fat and just made one kick-ass album, because there are some tracks that are kind of embarrassing to listen to now. Like, dude, what's the one where he's yelling at Bob Guccione? Oh, get in the ring. You want to antagonize me? Antagonize me, man. Let's go. Like, he's like yelling at people in the song. It's so stupid.
You don't like Get in the Ring? I'm surprised. I'm asking, you don't like Get in the Ring?
Do you want me to leave the show right now?
No, I'm just curious.
That's like the worst Guns N' Roses song of all time. It's the worst. It's the worst. He should be embarrassed, and you should be embarrassed for liking it. It's horrendous.
Get in the ring, mother effer, and I'll kick your bitchy little ass.
That's what I'm saying. You supporting that?
I don't mind it, actually. I don't mind it.
Well, this is what makes the world go round. Listen, that's a song I'll never listen to, ever. I think I heard it the day I bought the record, and I'm like, wow, that's a piece of shit. I'll never listen to that again. Tony, if you and mark down my time for the cursing. Thank you. Hey, Jeff Winkler, rushing to my defense, dude. Rushing to my defense. Winks, it's lame. Antagonize me, MFer. Dude, I'm so with you on that, Winks. I don't know.
It's his anti-record industry. It's like his have a cigar. It's like he's saying, you know what? F you, Bob Guccione. You know, you're pissed off in Spin Magazine. And like, I respect the fact that Axel's like, you know what?
You're throwing Spin Magazine on the table right now, bro. You're throwing Spin in. You're bringing Spin into this. By the way, it used to be a great mag. I used to read Spin back in the day. So here's a true story. The last time I saw Guns N' Roses was, Winks, you'll love this. Rags, you'll love this too. It was I'll never forget this, 1992. And it was at Madison Square Garden. It was early on in that Use Your Illusion tour. By the way, sorry, Dr. Matt Young. Sorry. I am sorry.
We'll start this over. Here.
Let me finish this thing, and then we'll go back to Dr. Young, and then we're going to get out of here and go eat lunch. Okay. So 92, Use Your Illusion comes out. Good records, a little too many songs, but good stuff in there. So I go to the show. Ready for this, you guys? Hey, Winks, went to the show with Dave Bowerbank, bro. Me and Dave Bowerbank at MSG. And by the way, opening band at that gig, Soundgarden. And I had never had even heard him at that point, but I remember they were loud as hell. And he was doing, anyway, long story short, GNR comes on. They're late. They're late, like an hour and a half late. They start their set at like 11 p.m. And dude, few songs into the set, Axl he goes on a long rant about Guccione on stage between songs. I'm like, what is this, dude? What are we watching here? So he's like, let me tell you something else he did, man. He put us on the cover. He misquoted me, man. I'm like, bro, shut your mouth and give me Mr. Brownstone already. You know what I mean? Cut the crap. Anyway, Tony, you and Grace get in the ring. I'm going to avoid it like the plague, and we'll coexist happily. We've been able to pull it off for 30 years. We'll keep it going. All right, back to Dr. Matt. You know what that was, Tony? That was like Dark Star, other one, Dark Star. You know what I'm saying? Like we started Dr. Matt Young, Guns N' Roses interlude, back to Dr. Matt Young. So it'd be like Dr. Matt Young, Arrow, Spin Magazine riffs, Arrow, Dr. Matt Young. We're going back in.
Boom. Done.
Okay.
Now, I got to just give love to Hit Parader magazine. If we're talking Spin Magazine, I got to give Hit Parader some love. And Dr. Young, I got to give you some love too, man, because right now I've got a glowing crown.
Sorry about that. Real quick, you know what we could do? Here's the best of both worlds. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be like a mashup. This is like a mashup. How about this? How about Dr. Matt Young? How about we get him a subscription to Circus, Hit Parader, Cream. Don't leave out Cream Magazine now. Cream Magazine. Throw in Rolling Stone. At this point, I try not to physically touch it. It's such a piece of garbage. Like I don't even like looking at it. Like Travis Kelce, I try not to touch it. But we can get let's get him a subscription to Hit Parader. Dude, how funny would it be? You walk into Dr. Matt Young's waiting room and there's a stack of Hit Paraders, like from like with Nikki Sixx on the cover for just reading material, just reading. You know what I mean? Out in the lobby. I like that idea. Rock and roll Dennis, man. But go ahead, Tony. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I had to give some love to Hit Parader, and I love that you brought Cream to the fold. I want to say that I've got a beautiful crown in my mouth now because of Dr. Young, and it was to be honest with you, even though I knew I was going to Dr. Young, I was still nervous and scared because of just the thought of people in my mouth, right? And so, but I got to say, I brought up his gentle hands the other day, and I want to stick to it. The guy is just so calm and cool and collected, and he's fun to talk to, and he gives you headphones to put on whatever you want to listen to while he's doing it, so you're totally just in your own zone. And then also, Paulie, my daughter Olivia has been telling me I've tried to make toothbrushing fun in our house, so we'll brush our teeth together.
How do you make it fun? That's an interesting premise.
Like, hey, who I don't know, just do it together instead of, because sometimes kids, they're like, oh yeah, I brushed my teeth, Dad. Oh really?
Crazy about this? Real quick question, Tony, about that whole parenting thing. Like, I never understood it. Like, because kids hate brushing their teeth, and now as an adult, I love it. I love brushing my teeth. I'm like, oh, this is going to rule. Clean them all up, polish them. You know what I mean? How come kids hate brushing their teeth so much? It's a fascinating question. I don't understand.
just another thing to do. Like they're being told to do something. It's like a mandatory thing they're being told to do. I think.
I got you.
So, and one thing my kids are is they're definitely edging into the rebellious phase of childhood. So I'm like, you're gonna brush, we're gonna brush together. Anyways, but my daughter consistently be like, Tony, Dad, your teeth are.
I hope she does call you Tony. She's sassy like that. She might drop a Tony on you. Get away from me, creative Tony. How about Olivia calling you?
Are you going to talk about this on your show, Dad? Like that's like,
sorry, creative Tony. Is it time for me to brush my teeth? Go, Olivia. Go, dude. I got her back 1,000,000%. Yeah.
But he said, by the way, the chat is on fire. They're throwing all kinds of magazines back.
No, I saw the Kerrang reference, by the way. I was in on Kerrang too. I used to read Kerrang. That one was from like overseas. I think it was from Europe. It was cost a little more. Shout out to Kerrang. I used to read it. Go ahead, T. Sorry.
It's incredible, dude. Patty's Tiger Beat. We got Spy magazine from Scarlet Fire.
Shout out 16 magazine. Okay, 16. Yeah.
Shout out Thrasher magazine that I had a subscription to as a kid. I could not get enough Thrasher magazine. Sorry, Dr. Young. Back to Dr. Young.
I know we're killing him here. I know. We're still in the mouth, Tony. Observe the lips and teeth, please. Show some respect. Yeah.
I'll get back into the zone. So my daughter Olivia says, Dad, your teeth are really yellow. Because I drink a lot of coffee and I drink red wine.
Well, I get it. Me too, man. Me too.
And so I mentioned it to Dr. Young and he goes, oh yeah, we could definitely, we do whitening. I can give you a kit and we can do it 2 weeks. You come back in, we'll give you a cleaning and we'll check and see if the colors to your satisfaction. So right now, tonight will be day 4 of my whitening process, which is cool. You can get these the molds.
That's also like a mouthpiece, right? Isn't it like a mouthpiece? Yeah. But also they also offer the mouthpiece if you grind your teeth at night. If you want to talk to Dr. Young about grinding your teeth at night, he'll give you a mouthpiece. There's all kinds of things that Dr. Young can do and his staff can do, and also he specializes in implants. The guy is just a freaking guru in there. And here's the thing. They're open till 7 p.m. weekdays and 4 p.m. Saturdays. Like, you want to talk about, like, we did the working songs last week. Like, he's a working class hero. He's a working man. He works. Nice. Those are 2 great ones, dude. I like you dropping a working class hero very casually. He's a working class. It's a great track. You know what's a great version of that? But more distraction. Sorry, Dr. Young. But of all things, I don't know. Have you ever heard the Green Day cover of working? Yes. Yeah, working class hero. I love that version. They crush it. Anyway, go ahead, T.
That's it. By the way, and just Green Day, I don't think gets enough love. I think they're an incredible band.
According to Baby Huey. You talk to Baby Huey. This kid, he's got Billy Joe's phone number and stuff. Like he might be the biggest fan of any band, like of anybody being a fan of any band I've ever. He's over the top, dude. He's over the top.
I coached Billy Joe's son, and Billy Joe was out doing field prep on Saturday mornings. His wife was bringing bagels and cream cheese to every game. They're just an incredible family, and it made me a bigger Green Day fan. Anyways, back to Dr. Young.
Live too. I got to give him some respect. I saw him live once and I was like, damn, these guys are really good. They were a really good live band. So anyway, carry on.
No question. And the song, look, I'll crank the song Welcome to Paradise anytime, any day, and it gets me fired up.
Oh, here we go. You want to go that way? I'll go this way. I like the record. It's got the song "Warning, Live Without Warning," bum 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 bum, but kind of Beatlesy. It was like late '90s. I forget the name of the record, but there was some good stuff on that. The Warning album. Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the song. That's like I forget the song. It's a great Green Day song.
And by the way, I'm just gonna flex this is like the extent of my Green Day knowledge. But shout out to the song Macy's Day Parade. I'm not kidding. If you've never heard it, you ever heard Macy's Day? Today's the Macy's Day Parade. Kind of a ballad. I like that tune. I like it.
Also, the song Brain Stew. Crank that.
What? Give me a taste. I remember the title. How does it go?
The riff goes ba-dun, chicka ba-dun,
I'm having trouble trying to sleep. Yeah, I got you.
Yes. Sorry.
This is like a 15-minute epic piece we're doing. We're swerving in and out, dude. We're like on the slalom. We're going through the cones. You know what I mean? Sorry, Dr. Young. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, and Robot Centaur. Yes. Brain Stew / Jaded, because there's a jam afterwards called Jaded. Thank you, Robot Centaur. Robot Centaur, how do you feel about the 8.5-point spread tonight, by the way? Just check in on the chat.
Let's wrap Dr. Young, dude. Let's wrap this up. We got
anyways, The whitening I'm doing right now.
Yes.
I have a beautiful crown on my tooth right now, and it was precision. It was relaxing. It was, dare I say, enjoyable to go to the dentist. That's my point of all of these.
Right.
Dr. Young and his staff make it enjoyable. And so I'm just telling you, if you're looking for a dentist, or you're looking to make a switch, or if you want to have a dentist where it's enjoyable, give Dr. Young a call, 415-392-8611, 415-392-8611, or email them info@youngdentalsf.com, Polly.
Thank you so much, Tony. Okay, very, very fun show today, man. Seriously, thank you, Patrick Connor, Old Peaches. We will definitely be bringing him back. I don't want to overdo it with Pat, because he's busy. He's got a job. Like, he's calling us from his job today. So, but as often as he can join us, I'll be happy to put him back on the show. In fact, next week, we're going to have, I decided this, I haven't relayed this to you yet, Tony, but I made a decision over here. And I think I want to have our very famous guest next week kind of come in as a mystery guest. We'll play the mystery song. We'll hype it up. We'll do the whole thing, but we have a very special guest you guys are going to love next week. And I'm going to put that under the mystery guest umbrella. Final thing today, and thank you, Dr. Young. Thank you, Carlos De La Fuente, is the musical assignment. Tony, we can hatch this on the air. I have a couple of ideas. If you don't like it, swat it away and give me something of your own. But I was thinking, since it's opening weekend in the NFL, how about greatest opening tracks on albums? Like, because every band wants to start their record with like a big number, like something to capture your interest, a big statement. So, on top of my head, Born in the USA, right? Big song coming right out of the gate, the first track. Deep Purple, Highway Star, bam, wow, that's a great opener. Van Halen, Running with the Devil, great opener. You know what I mean? Like, so how do you feel about that? Great opening tracks on albums for opening weekend? I don't know.
It's too bad Get in the Ring isn't the first song on Use Your Illusion, because I would go with that. But
shut the F up. By the way, it was great today when I said, I go, hey, Tony, do you want me to just leave the show? Yeah. You just looked at me. You're like, what do you mean? I'm like, because I can't abide by this. I'm out. I'm leaving. Anyway.
Hey, I have a proposition, and you can decide.
Yeah, sure. I'm not married to this, dude. That's just an idea. Yeah.
This is what Paulie and I do. We throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks and what we can agree on. What I would like to throw the option.
Yeah.
Of songs about either gambling or betting.
Better. It's way better. 100%. Way better. Forget about opening tracks. I'm going gambling. By the way, you could stay in the Grateful Dead song catalog, because Robert Hunter loved his gambling references, dude. Loved whether
deal.
Loser. Yeah, loser, dude. So anyway, there's a million of them. Tony, I love where your head's at. That's the assignment, you guys. Songs about gambling, songs about wagering, songs about winning, losing, all of that.
Yes, and paulyspot@gmail.com. Email those songs in, paulyspot@gmail.com. Paulie, I want to reveal one of the greatest texts you've ever sent to me is when Dom's team, the Missions, was playing in Tahoe during the Dead and Company weekend. And Paulie texted me, said, Tony, I'm always rooting for Dom and his teams, but I'm really hoping Dead and Company plays loser tonight for you guys to lose your games so you can make it to Dead and Company on Sunday. And that made me laugh out loud, dude. So
I think they did play loser in Golden Gate Park, by the way. I'm trying to remember one of the 3 days. I think I got a loser in there. But yeah, I was speaking from the heart. I still have a hard time digesting the fact that, because Creative Tony loves Fish the way I love the Grateful Dead. It's like that deep for him. And it's hard for me to still process the fact that your guy, Trey Anastasio, was sitting right over there in Golden Gate Park, dude, right there in a beautiful day playing Garcia covers. Like, I can't believe you weren't at that gig, but I get it. Ooh. I missed a lot of gigs I had 2 kids playing Little League on 2 different teams at 2 different locations every weekend for years. So I know exactly what you're going through. It's utter and complete mayhem. And how about the feeling when you get home from one of those nights and you just sit down, you're like, Jesus Christ, you're like exhausted, like you ran a marathon, bro. I know. I know.
Exhausted, dude. Like in these tournaments that we play, we have 2 or 3 games in a day, and it's hot. And but again, like my mantra I told you yesterday, I'm going to miss it when it's gone. So I'm trying to cherish all these moments, because before I know it, I'm going to be sending them off to college and I'm going to be a puddle of tears as I'm sending off to college. So I'm trying to just cherish it all.
Oh, that's a hell of a thing, bro. Wait till you go through that whole mess, especially with Olivia. I don't think I'm ready to let Olivia go. I don't think I'm prepared for that. And it's like still 10 years away, and I'm having a hard time with that. Scarlet Fire, great quote from Loser. I see you up there. Roll those laughing bones, 100%. Tony, final thoughts. Well, we're doing gambling songs. That's the assignment. Great call.
Gambling songs or songs that mention betting or bets, like you better, you bet.
Great one, dude. Your dog keeps licking my nose, bro. Yeah.
Your dog keeps licking my nose and
chewing up all those letters that say you better bet your life. Yeah.
You love me all the time now. Dude,
by the way, in 2 weeks, check out this 1-2 punch. I got Cheap Trick at the Guild on Thursday, and then on Sunday, I got the Who at Shoreline Amphitheater. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a big rock and roll week in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Let's go, Paulie.
Utah, give me 2.
Paulie, I have 2 things. I just went over to Instagram Live to check out and I just want to welcome to the show. We've had him on the show as a guest, but he's checking us out on Instagram, and I want to say hello to the great Ted Ramey is checking us out on Instagram. So what's up, Ted? We got to get him back on the show one of these days soon.
We definitely do. Shout out Ted Ramey. His great work with the Earthquakes. Big San Jose Shark guy, too. Does great TV work now with the Sharks and everything. I love Rames. Rames for life. For life.
And part of the Bald Nation also. Myself, Carlos.
You guys could have a handsome off, dude. You could have like a handsome competition because and by the way, don't sleep on the physique of a Ramey. He's probably bench pressing right now. Right now, he's working on his lats, dude. Ramey has turned into a hulking mass of muscle tissue, and I'm a huge fan. Always have been.
I wonder if it's either Ted Ramey or Rags that was in the gym last night that we showed on the night flight last night. That was either Rags or Ted Ramey in the gym.
That was phenomenal. All right, Tony, let's get out.
I had 2 things. The second thing was, Paulie, I'm taking the Cowboys and the 8.5 tonight.
It's a good move. Yeah, I support it too. I would do the exact same thing. And good luck with that. Rags, good luck to you, brother. I hope everything goes well for you tonight. I just can't wait to see some NFL football, man. I'm ready for it. Hey, tomorrow we'll be back with our high noon show. We're going to end the week in grand fashion, and we'll do the music assignment. We'll review the Cowboy game, Giants in St. Louis. We'll have a lot on our plates tomorrow. So, Tony, let's wrap this up. Bring in the diamond, David Lee, if you could. You know what I'm doing right there?
The crossfade.
Yeah, you're crossfading your balls off, dude. You're crossfading like a lunatic. Great job over there, Tony. Nice crossfade. Very fun show today. Had a great time. Thanks for stopping by. John Joseph, Don Peralta, NorCal Refrigeration, Rags, Matt Stenson. Love you too. John Joseph, I say that twice sometimes. All of you guys, Noemi, everybody, thank you so much. Karen Bell, Phil Dawson, Joey C stopping by. Corinne, what's up, Corinne? Good to see you. Noemi, Miguel, on and on and on it goes. Thank you, Tony. Final words and we're out.
I just want to remind people at Polymax Particles on YouTube. Also follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky, Instagram at Polly's Pod. Also, the audio versions are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and TuneIn at Polymax Particles and Cron 4 Plus. If you have a smart TV, use your Roku, your Fire Stick, or your Apple TV, and you can watch the show on Cron 4 Plus video on demand, or they broadcast it live every night at 11:30 p.m. Download the Cron 4 Plus app, and you won't regret.
Use your Fire Stick unless you're Christian Narag, a.k.a. Rags, in which case he uses the Fire Starter or the Octopus or the 1 potato, 2 potato.
Paulie, use your Thunder Sticks, your favorite Thunder Sticks, not the Fire Stick, your Thunder Stick.
Can I be transparent about how I feel about the Thunder Sticks? I'm kidding. All jokes all over the place. All right, you guys, enjoy the game tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at high noon. See you then. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all.